Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Is Aden Supratman oleh Wahidin. Now I want to presentation about antibiotic resistance. The first, I want to tell you about antibiotic. Antibiotic are a group of compounds, both natural and synthetic, which have the effect of suppressing or stopping a biochemical process within organism, especially in the bacterial infection process. The use of antibiotic is particularly associated with the treatment of infectious diseases. Although in biotechnology and genetic engineering it is preceded by pressing of discovery. One metabolic link, only the target is bacteria. Antibiotics are different from disinfectants because of how they work. Disinfectants kill germs by creating an environment that is not natural for germs to live. Unlike previous infection treatments which use toxins such as cistern, antibiotics are nicknamed magic bullets, drugs that target disease without harming their master. Antibiotics are not effective in treating infection due to virus, fungi, or other non-bacterial. And each antibiotic varies greatly in effectiveness against various types of bacteria. They are antibiotics that target gram-negative or gram-positive bacteria. Some are broader spectrum. Its effectiveness also depends on the location of the infection and the ability of antibiotics to reach the site. Oral antibiotic, it's meat-eaten, are easy to use when effective, and intravenous antibiotics or via infusion are used. For more cases, antibiotics can sometimes be used local, such eye drops on ointments. Now, I want to tell you about resistance antibiotic. Antibiotic resistance is a condition when a strain of bacteria in the human body becomes resistant to antibiotics. This resistance develops naturally through random evolution motions and can be also be energized by imported use antibiotic drugs. Once the resistant genes are generated, the bacteria can then transfer the genetic information horizontal between by exchange of plasmids. They will then pass on that try to their offspring, which will be a resistant generation. Bacteria can have several resistant genes, so-called multi-resistant bacteria or superbug. Antibiotic resistance is a major public health problem worldwide. When you are infected with antibiotic-resistant bacteria, treatment for you becomes more difficult, and so use more powerful and more expensive drug with more side effects. Example of bacteria that have become resistant to antibiotics include species that cause skin infection, meningitis, sexual transmitted disease, tuberculosis, and respiratory infection such as pneumonia. Or any question?
I want to ask you, actually, are there any special feature when someone is resistant to antibiotic?
The answer is this situation can be subscribed when symptoms that the patient experience are not eradication, or worse, during treatment the state of resistance can be determined when certain bacteria are not sensitive to antibiotics that have been proven effective against them. Thank you to your question.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, my name is Agustina and her short presentation is narcotic. My presentation is divided into main section. Number 1, what is narcotic? Number 2, cause of narcotic. Number 3, step to prevent narcotic. Ladies and gentlemen, the addictive drug is a kind of drug. Ladies and gentlemen, the addictive drug is a kind of drug which often misses and causes a lot of problems on one nervous. Narcotic abuse can cause epidemic, resulting in addiction and dependence. The narcotic of drugs that does not fit to the exciting real life is now easily found in many levels of society. The cause of narcotic are many. I just explained some and briefly. Number 1, what of curiosity and want to try something new? Number 2, lack of attention from family or broken home. Number 3, mental weakness that is usually influenced by negative things by the surrounding environments. The latter step to prevent narcotic. Number 1, instilling science with meaning healthy life. Number 2, providing the right information about drug dangers. Number 3, establish good interpersonal relationship, parent-child relationship. Any question?
Why narcotic is danger?
Because narcotic have many negative effects. Thank you attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello friends, I'm Najat. In my presentation, I want to give your about typhus or typhoid fever. Typhoid fever is a occur a disease in bacteria infection. Definition about typhoid is a type digestive. This is a detect at human system to interact bacteria. The notation of typhoid. This is a type of digestive. This is caused by bacterial salmonella the infection. Symptoms and features of a typhoid are generally tired and vomiting, high fever, and weight loss. People with typhoid, this is well experienced, so easily attack her with the other disease. To avoid and prevent typhus, this is recommended to set a good diet and a good healthy food. Until here presentation. If you have any question.
What are the herbal remedies that can to cure typhoid?
Earthworms and garlic. Alright.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, stand up and what you are. I want to tell you by the title, how to be a successful person. Everyone want to be a successful person, right? Of course. When we need to be a successful person, we can make our parents, our friends so happy with us. And when we need to be a successful person, we can help someone else and many more. And here, I want to give you 3 steps how to be a successful person. Firstly is determination. Secondly is volition. And the last is focus. In addition to these 3 things, other things that is not less important is the pride. Who asked whatever our religions could good as our partner? When effort without pride is arrogant, and pride without effort is lying. Any question?
I want to ask you whether success is so important to us.
Yes, because when we to be a simple person, we can do what we want and we can make our parents so happy and many more. So that is very important. Okay, maybe just until here my presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. And sorry if there is any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I am Presentasi. I will give a short presentation about the negative impact of smoking. During presentation, I give the first into three parts. The first danger of cigarette as the second cigarette content and the danger of cigarette. The following is an explanation of the danger of cigarette. Actually, cigarette is not uncommon anymore if we heard that cigarettes are very harmful to human health. Has many warnings and messages that we often hear from the media about the dangers of smoking, but standardly style there are many people who smoke. Other bills want to be considered slack or may have been husband. According to the study, it turns out the will accept the negative effect of cigarette is not only active smoke alone, but passive smokers will accept a negative impact of smoking. So passive smokers are more dangerous than active smokers. The next point is about the inside the cigarette. Cigarettes can be so dangerous. This is due to the content in cigarette. The following substance content in cigarettes. Number one, this substance can make people of you and can be addicted to smoking cigarettes. Number two, tar is the basic characteristics of the asphalt that can stick in the lungs and can cause cancer. Number three, monoxide substances. Oxygen that can cause heart disease because it can bring oxygen in the body. Number four, carcinogen substances. It triggers the growth of cancer cells in the body. And number five, irritant substances can contaminate the airways and air sacs in the lungs and can cause cough. The dangers posed by cigarettes. There are some explains of the effect of disease caused by cigarettes. The effect of disease caused by cigarette lung cancer, bladder cancer, breast and fetal education.
Sir, I have a question.
Sir.
The question is, why passive smokers are more dangerous than active smokers? Should be more active smokers are more dangerous because he is using.
Okay, why is it more dangerous than by active smokers and very exploited again by active smoke? Then passive products will suck back and go straight into the lungs, strike the lungs, and will lead to the destruction of organs. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello friends, my name is Olivia Babian. I'm here to make short presentation of acne. My presentation is divided into main section, definition, and cause. I'd be grateful if you could ask me question at the end of the presentation. Being that can be the cause of acne. Cause of acne is generally caused by hormonal factor and facial hygiene. Excess oil factor can also lead to acne and the face. Being that can be the cause of acne. Cause of acne is generally caused by hormonal factor and facial hygiene. Excess oil factor can also lead to acne on the face. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you. Please, who want to ask?
How to overcome acne?
Thank you. I will answer your question. How to overcome acne is by keeping the face clean, avoid oil, fat, and do not stress.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I am Bimo Yuda. I will present about drug information. First one, we must go to know what is drug. Drug is substance or drugs derived from plant or non-synthetic and semi-synthetic plant that I can cause a degradation or change of continuous loss of taste, reduce to relieve pain, and can cause dependence. Next, what kind of drugs? Heroin or morphine, cocaine, methamphetamine, sedative hypnotic, and alcohol. So, what is the effect of the drugs? Effect of the drugs? Here, hallucinogen, stimulant, and addictive. What is that causes them to fall into drugs? Broken home, the effect of unresisting lifestyle. So, continues the impact of drugs, lazy, depression, and crazy. How to overcome the drugs? Keep calm and say no to drugs. Pray to God and perform useful activities. Any question?
I have some question for you. What is hallucinogen, stimulant, and addictive?
Okay, good question. Question is, what is hallucinogen, stimulant, and addictive? Okay, hallucinogen, the occurrence of perturbation in the conscious state without real stimulus to the sense. So stimulant are drugs that raise level of light, and addictive drugs and active ingredients that when consumed by living organisms can lead to biological work rate dependence. Thank you for your question.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Delima Rizkayanti. I'm here to make presentasi about bullying in Indonesia. My presentasi and divided 3 seconds can be seen on the slide. First, definition of bullying. Secondly, types of bullying. Finally, how to deal with bullying. Here are some facts about bullying. Bullying in Indonesia. Fact about the development of bullying in Indonesia in ground 3 years. Let us comment to the next point. Definition of bullying. Bullying is the use of force to treat or threaten to intermediate other behavior that can be social or physical habits. The act of racial contact of people. Emotional, physical, cyber, verbal. Aggression can fall anywhere from school, workplace, home, and environment. Secondly, type of bullying. Bullying, physical. Act of racial with physical contact that cause physical head injury or other physical covering. For example, hitting, kick other, bullying physically. The act prevention like physical, trauma, fake, depression, anxiety, or stress. Bullying on a recent basis, friendship, leadership. Bullying and on electromagnetic actor can do weaken it vessel by one of biggest explicit or friend, bullying and develop to date. Bullying effort mentally. Bullying is the most common from bullying in 3 days. Type of bullying actually includes on ever image where often seen electronic media and social media. We can see a simple image of type of bullying. Type of bullying and physical. 2. Bullying on the relation basis. 3. Bullying electronical. How to deal with bullying. First, talk to others. 2. Make yourself at rest. 3. Avoid the shit so that you are not afraid. Do not rebel with the same thing. Dare to develop yourself. Do not look weak. Find support. Well, that's about it for now. We feel glad about bullying in Indonesia. I hope my presentation today will help you with the excited baby. Any question?
Yes, I want to match with you. That causes a person to bully.
Due to love for attention, a person could get easy emotion. Thank you for attention. My presentation.
Hello friends, my name is Bianca Sofiana. I'm here to make short presentation on sample 1. I'd be grateful if you come ask me question at the end of the presentation. One example, cleanse then drop the sandwich in your hand. One example, made from natural sources to give a touch of natural to your head for yourself. That brings us to the end for a presentation. Any question?
Excuse me, I have some question. What the indication the sample? Thank you.
Sure, yes, clean then drop that sandwich in your hand.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to my presentation. Today, I will talk about antibiotic. I'm really grateful if you could ask me question at the end of my presentation. Alright, next please. Antibiotic, as
medication that destroy or slow down growth of bacteria. Next, please. Today, I will explain what antibiotics are, how antibiotic works, I will talk about what antibiotics are, how antibiotic works, any potential antibiotic side effect, and what antibiotic used for. Next. Alright, now is how antibiotic works. Antibiotic works in two ways. First is bacteriostatic, and the second is bactericidal. A bactericidal antibiotic kills the bacteria. This drug usually interferes with either the formation of bacterial cell wall or cell complex. A bacteriostatic stops bacteria from multiplying. Alright. Bacteriostatic antibiotic is like tetracycline, chloramphenicol, and bactericidal antibiotic is like cephalosporin and penicillin. Please look at the picture. This is caldicol or thiamphenicol. This is a chloramphenicol antibiotic. And chloramphenicol antibiotic is bactericid antibiotic. And this is penicillin. Penicillin is bactericid antibiotic. Now, antibiotic indication. It's important to know when you are sick, it's by bacteria or caused by virus. You cannot use antibiotic if you have infection. It's important to know it's caused by bacteria or by virus. Cold is by virus. You cannot use antibiotic for this infection. Indication for antibiotic is pneumonia, sepsis, meningitis, skin infection, and many more. Next. Now, we will talk about antibiotic side effects. The most common side effect of antibiotic is allergy, anaphylactic reaction, and feeling sick. Next. Alright. Any question?
Yes, I want to ask with you. Can I take antibiotic without prescription?
Okay, thank you for your question. Well, you cannot use antibiotic without prescription